Looking a bit at statues, Exodus 20, verse 4 and 5, "You shall not make for yourself a carved image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them, nor serve them." Leviticus 26:1, "You shall not make idols for yourself, or erect an image or pillar, and you shall not set up a figured stone in your land to bow down to it, for I am the Lord your God." Let's look at Daniel 3. King Nebuchadnezzar made a golden statue 60 cubits high and 6 cubits wide, and set it up on the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. He then asked the people to come to the dedication of the statue, and when they heard the sound of certain music, they were told to bow down and worship the statue. The following is an example of what the music might have sounded like. If you were to put them all together, it might sound something like this. In feet, Nebuchadnezzar's golden statue would have been 90 feet high. This is 27.432 meters. I point that out because one of the statues we're going to look at is exactly the same height as Nebuchadnezzar's statue. We are told in the Bible we are not to make images and bow down to worship them, and this is without an exception. Those who bowed down to the golden calf did so believing they were worshiping God, but they were worshiping God in the way they thought was appropriate. Nebuchadnezzar's statue was 90 feet tall. The tallest statue of a cross in the world is in Spain, and it's 492 feet tall. This statue is more than 400 feet taller than Nebuchadnezzar's statue. Nebuchadnezzar's golden statue was 90 feet tall. To get an idea of how tall that is, this cross in America is the exact same height as King Nebuchadnezzar's statue. I point this out not because I am anti-cross, but because the Bible says we're not to make an image and bow down to it. Let's look at the Aramaic English New Testament. This is in Matthew 16. Kepha took him and began to rebuke him and said, "Far be it from you, my master, that this should happen to you." But he turned and said to Kepha, "Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me because you do not think of Elohim, rather of the sons of men." Then Yeshua said to his disciples, "He who wishes to follow after me, let him deny himself and take up his staff and follow after me." A staff was used to produce water from a rock, was transformed into a snake and back, and was used at the parting of the Red Sea. In a future video, I would like to look at the crucifixion account from all the Gospels in the Aramaic version. I would like to read this portion now. "And the evening of the Pascha had turned over, and then it was about the 6th hour, and he said to the Yehudians, 'Behold your king.' But they were crying out, 'Take him away, execute him, execute him.' Pilatos said to them, 'Should I execute your king?' The chief priests said to him, 'We have no king but Caesar.' Then they delivered him to them that they might execute him on the stake. And they took Yeshua and led him out, carrying his stake to a place called the Skull in Hebrew, but is called Golgotha." Whether it was a cross or a stake, I don't know. I'm grateful it happened because that's what saved me. That's what saved you. My concern is if it really looked more like this, but we bow down to this, and the Bible tells us not to make an image and bow down to it, how is it any different than this?
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Leviticus 26. Ye shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land, to bow down unto it. For I am the Lord your God.